Okay, well, you'll probably all get a kick out of this. I just spent 10 minutes talking to nothing. Because I forgot that I had my camera, or my phone, set on picture mode instead of video mode. So I pushed the button, you know, trying to pay attention to my driving. I pushed the button and just started talking, and nothing. The other camera's on the seat here, so it caught the audio. I don't know how much of it actually caught, but basic gist of it is I'm headed an hour drive north on I-5 to Fry's Electronics in Wilsonville, Oregon, to buy a new hard drive for my video editing computer and a UPS uninterruptible power supply, because power glitches at our house keep eating hard drives in my computer. So I've been working with up to this point on this channel, I've been working with the online YouTube editor for the last series of videos since I started the shop experiment here. And I'm boycotting Amazon because of their ridiculous crap of deleting my negative seller review without notification to me. And it's just so I can't buy it that way. I got screwed over by Office Max and Corvallis because they said they had a 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte internal desktop hard drives in stock. The lady that my wife called said she physically checked, which was an obvious lie, because I get over there and I find out that they don't even carry them at all. Only external hard drives. So there are a couple of tweets that went out about that. But you'd have to dig for them, because most of these videos that I create go out about a week afterwards, because it takes about a day to upload all of the videos to YouTube. Then I gotta edit them. Then I gotta wait for the YouTube system to actually create the video, and yada yada yada. It's slow development process and very annoying. And half the time I just hack them together because I'm just tired of spending all the time waiting. The editor software is very slow and tends to glitch out on me quite a bit. I have to reload the page. Sometimes I have to redo the work I did because it didn't get saved because it glitched out. It's just a pain. But I've got some editor software. I looked at reviews and what was available locally, what I could afford, and I ended up with Corel Video Editor software. Their Ultimate Edition video, whatever, edition 7 of what, I forget the exact name. I'm driving, I don't have it in front of me. Okay, and that's why I come to Fry's. Pretty successful shopping this time. Spent the whole afternoon yesterday running around all the local stores, getting lied to, getting told they didn't have it. They did have it stocked when they didn't. Being told they, twice. Finding out that they have the product on the shelf, but they never actually stock it. You have to buy it online. It's an empty box and it says go online. I was like, why would I go to the store to be told go online? I want to go to the store so that I can order it, have them order it online for me. Makes no sense. But make the drive up here to Fry's, just bite the bullet and do it. Got my power supply, got my hard drive. Okay, well, bought a little more than I planned on at Harbor Freight, but got to going through my coupons and on my phone, because I keep all the emails they send me on my phone till they go out of date, so I've got all the coupons that aren't expired. And You know, some of the stuff is probably absolute garbage and won't do me any good. But I was able to pick up shop stool, adjustable height rolling shop stool, which should come in handy when working on the motorcycles and also when welding. On a coupon, and I also had coupons, so I got the welding, their small cheap welding cart to put my welder on, because I've been, the shelf I built just keeps it too far up and off to the side, and like cords are stretched, and because I want to be close to the door when I'm welding, and I didn't want to have it hanging on the wall further out, because then when I pull a car in, and when I pull the nose of a car in to work on it, I've got to bend over to get past the shelf without hitting my head or something. So I got the cart. I'll put it on the cart. The cart will carry the one gas cylinder, unfortunately, and I have two, but I'm only going to be doing the TIG welding inside, probably, so it's not a big deal. Just keep frankly, the way it is right now, I can just leave them on the wall and not put them on the cart, because I got 10-foot of cord or hose. But we'll see. I'll probably put the big cylinder on the cart. And I picked up their inexpensive welding table, because I haven't been really comfortable with the way I've been doing it, and I don't feel that I have the experience, and I also don't have the materials yet to do the conversion I want to do on my what's it called? Black & Decker adjustable table I have. So what I've been doing is putting my folding ramp that I use for my motorcycles on top of that as a metal table, which, you know, it's not even close to ideal, and it allows slag and sparks to go down through the holes in the ramp to the wood. So I've been real nervous about the potential of catching fire there, and also, you know, that ramp for traction. The holes are punched from the inside to the outside, so that the metal expands up, so it's not a flat surface. So it's really hard to clamp to and work with that way. So got the welding table. That'll get me off of that. I can fold up the other for now and hang it on the wall out of the way. Rush hour traffic in Salem, crazy people. The other things I bought, let's see. I broke down, again, dirt cheap, probably garbage, argon regulator. So I can have one regulator on the MIG, one regulator on the argon bottle, and not have to keep swapping everything back and forth, because, you know, you gotta swap the regulator, you gotta change hoses on the regulator to the proper, you know, setup. It's kind of a pain to switch back and forth. This way I can keep one on each. The hoses can still be hooked up to their respective tank, and I don't have to screw with that at all to switch back and forth. ones technically. What else did I get? I got somewhere I lost. Used to have one of those little gripper things. It's got like a long gripper thing you squeeze, and the little tines come out and grab stuff on a flexible shaft. Really good for picking stuff up when you're working on cars and whatnot. I lost. I don't know where it went. I haven't seen it really since Dad died. So for all I know, it was Larry at the shop kept it. So I got a replacement for that. Kind of crappy quality, but whatever. It's like $2. And it's got two magnets on the end, so it's dual purpose. You got a magnet on a flexible shaft, plus the grippers, so you can get the grippers on it, get it up with some magnetic. You can either get it with a magnet or get the grippers on it, pull it up to the magnets, and lock onto the magnets, be in good shape. Nice little looking VW bus we're coming up on here. Looks like it might be a camper. We'll see when we get there. Anyway, regulator, the stool, the welding table, some more tie-down straps. When I sold the 57, some of the panels were loose. The bed wasn't bolted down. Passenger door wasn't completely bolted on completely. So I donated. He was buying the truck. I threw in. One or two. I threw in at least one ratchet strap to tie the bed down. I think that was the only one I actually had. He had some straps that I threw in that one just to make sure. Because it would have pissed me off probably just as much as him or more if that bed or something had gone flying off and gotten destroyed on the road. I spent years keeping that thing in storage to make sure it was safe, and that it left my possession in better shape than it came into it. So that would have really irritated me. So anyway, I donated. So I picked up a package of straps. It's 2 ratchets and 2 cam locks. I should have 3 ratchets still, plus those 2 gives me 5 ratchets and 2 cam lock straps, plus my bungees. So securing stuff to the truck, securing stuff to the trailer, good again. I like to have at least 4 good straps at all times. It's a blue VW bus camper. It's a bay window. It's hard to tell too much from the back, but it's going about the speed I want to go, so I'm not actually going to pass them at this point. I'm just going to hang back. But anyway, I think that's about all I picked up at Harbor Freight. That's pretty good haul. Was it yesterday? Yeah. I picked up a new acetylene regulator. I don't know if I already said that on camera, but I picked up a new acetylene regulator at Industrial Welding. Paid through the nose, of course. It's Victor, but the prices, the prices at Industrial Welding are as good as I can usually find online. It was 90 something. I don't remember the exact price, but 90 something, and it's a good quality Victor acetylene regulator. It's managed. The whole reason I'm buying it is because my old one seems to be a little flaky, and I'm worried about it going over pressure because it seems to drop. It'll drop down. I set it for 10, and it'll drop down to 8, up to 14, down to 4. As you. And the gauge is all notchy and jumpy. I don't know if it's the gauge itself or the regulator that's sticking. It's probably the regulator inside that's sticking the way it's acting, going up above and down below. Probably got some corrosion in there from years of being, spent 20 years in a damp barn. Not even in a nice garage, but just sitting in a damp barn. The oxygen regulator seems to be working perfectly. The acetylene regulator was just flaking out. And since that's a safety thing, I went and bought a good quality Victor medium duty acetylene regulator, so now I'm good. I've got oxygen in my oxygen tank, acetylene in my acetylene tank. I'll have good regulators on each. I've got a whole set of tips for my Smith torch. Whole set of welding tips for the welding torch, and I've only got one cutting tip at this point. It's a little oversized for some stuff, but that's okay. I don't actually cut the cutting torch much. I mainly want it for the welding. I like gas welding. You know, it's the only thing I've really had much experience with until now, and it's definitely more pleasant than dealing with stick welding. You can see why my dad preferred it. You can do a lot more with a gas torch, the cutting, welding, yada yada yada. But he only had one tip. All that time, Dad only had one tip, and he made it work. He welded on sheet metal. He son of a bitch. Welded sheet metal, he welded heavier stuff, he welded the thin tubing on my bicycle. This guy's gonna get somebody killed one of these days driving like that. It's not a racetrack. I used to drive fast my younger days, but I didn't drive like that. You know, if you're stuck in traffic, you're stuck in traffic. You wait till you get an opening again, and then you start speeding up. Driving like that guy is just stupid, reckless, irresponsible, gonna get yourself or somebody else killed. Knowing the way these things go, he'd probably come out of it fine and kill some mother and a kid. Pisses me off. Anyway, rant over. Now it's rusty, it's wavy, it's like full of Bondo and got quite a bit of rust, but